3.2, adding cube and square roots with negatives. We're now talking about a complex number, and a complex number is a number that contains a real part and an imaginary part. It's always written in standard form, and here's what standard form looks like. You'll have some real number like 2 plus 3i. This is the imaginary part we did on the last lesson. Now we're having something that looks like a binomial because it has 2 terms. So I want you to remember that when we're simplifying these expressions, square roots can't be negative. They result in an I. Cube roots can be negative. They result in a negative number. So all we're doing is simplifying, then combining like terms. Cube root of negative 343 should be on your list, and that should be a negative 7. And then plus square root of 4 I can do, but square root of negative 4 would make it 2i. Minus 4 times square root of 36 is 6. And so this would be negative 7 plus 2i minus 24. Combine your like terms, negative 7 minus 24 more would be negative 31. Put this number first, then the imaginary part of 2i. So it's a plus bi form. Okay, number 2 has a negative in front. That's like a negative 1 times whatever we get for this. So I'll have a negative, square root of negative 64 would be 8i, and then this would be plus 2 times square root of negative 25 would be 5i, minus 2 times cube root of 27 is 3, minus cube root of 343, 7. I'm going to do my multiplication next of negative 8i plus 2 times 5 would be 10 times I. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6 minus 7. Combine my like terms. Put the real part first. Negative 6 minus 7 is negative 13. Negative 8 plus 10, or 10 minus 8, would be positive 2i. Okay, and then the last one, I'll let you pause and try. Okay, I didn't finish this one because I realized that you do have to simplify radicals. That was different than number 1 and 2. This is easy. Negative square root of 100 would be negative 10. Square root of negative 8 has the perfect square of 4 in it times 2. So again, my preference is I put the negative with the perfect square, and I just know that the square root of that would be 2i. But if you're forgetting that, you might want to write square root of 4 times square root of 2 times square root of negative 1, so that this is 2. This is I, square roots of 2. Up to you. Okay, and then plus 11. And then this was a minus. I put the negative with the perfect square, 49. So that would be minus, that would be 7i, square roots of 2. And so I put my like terms together, the real part first. Negative 10 plus 11, or 11 minus 10 is 1. We have to have a number. 2i square roots of 2 minus 7i square roots of 2 would be negative 5i square roots of 2.